here today with a video on my top 10 glowy foundations. So these are going to be like my favorite foundations to get glowy, radiant, beautiful, dewy skin. So I'm also doing another video of glowy products like primers or setting sprays or luminizers that I mix with foundations to give a glowy, luminous, dewy look. So I'm going to start with foundations. The other video, once it's up, it'll be linked down below. And there are two foundations I'm going to start with that I don't have here. The first is the Guerlain Lingerie de Peau. I recently finished that. It's a great, beautiful, light to medium coverage. It's got a gorgeous, light, kind of luminous glow to it. It's not super dewy. It's not really glowy. It's a foundation that I could definitely wear when my skin was a little bit more combination oily, and it didn't make me too oily, but it gave a really beautiful luminosity to the skin. So that is the first one. The second one is the YSL Touche Éclat, another light to medium coverage foundation that just gives a really beautiful dewy, glowy look to the skin. It's very natural. Both of those foundations are very natural looking, and both of them I have finished up. I haven't repurchased them yet because I am a foundation junkie and I'm always wanting to try new foundations, but I would definitely recommend those to you because they are fantastic foundations. So let's move into the ones that I have sitting here. The first, let's start with a drugstore. I have two drugstore foundations. So when I first thought about making this video, I was thinking of the CoverGirl Luminous All Day. Then I started wearing it to test it to see if I really liked it enough to put in this video. And I didn't realize how much sparkle glitter it has in that foundation. It's awful. It is so bad. I go into the sun and it's like Twilight status all over my face. So unfortunately that did not make the cut. I actually haven't even been wearing it because I realized it really accentuated the pores when I was out in the sunlight. Inside I felt like it looked really pretty, but out in the natural light when the sun is reflecting off those little glitter bits, it is not cute, folks. So these are the two drugstore ones that made it into my favorite dewy, glowy skin products. The first is the Rimmel Lasting Finish with Comfort Serum Skin Perfecting Full Coverage Foundation. This is a medium to full coverage foundation. It is long wearing, but it does give a beautiful glowy effect to the skin. You can set it with a powder to matte it down a little bit, but if you just wore it on its own or just set your under eyes, it gives the most beautiful glowy finish, and it does last all day. The coverage is beautiful, the finish is beautiful, it doesn't settle into fine lines and pores. It's absolutely amazing. 25 hour, I don't know if it lasts that long, but it is beautiful. I really love this one. I have mine in the shade 200 Soft Beige. The next one is the Dewy and Smooth from Maybelline Fit Me, and this is for normal to dry skin, SPF 18. Mine is in the color Nude Beige 125, and this is another one, beautiful medium to full coverage. It just looks like skin. You can use a beauty blender to shear it out just a tiny bit, but it does give a very dewy, flawless, glowy, youthful look to your skin. It's not matte, it's more of a natural, glowy look. So I really like them. These two I'm frequently using, and I think that they are just as good as some of these higher end ones I'm going to talk to you about, but they're fantastic. If you have not tried these and you're looking for a glowy look to your skin, I highly recommend checking those out. Next is the NARS All Day Luminous Foundation. I love this. I have it in two shades. I have a darker shade that is in Valarium or some Valarius, I think, and that is for when I'm super tan, but it's even a little too peach on me. This one is in Deauville Light 4. This is definitely more for my fair skin when I'm not self-tanning. This is fantastic. It is full coverage. You barely need any product. It says you can do 1 pump for your whole face. No, it's more like 2 to 2.5 pumps, but the pumps are very small. Like what you pump out is like the tiniest little bit, but it just feels like skin, but it has a beautiful luminosity to it. It lasts all day. It doesn't break down. It doesn't get oily or greasy. I just really, really like this one. A little bit goes a long way, and each pump, like I said, is very little product. It blends beautifully into the skin. It doesn't look thick and cakey, and it doesn't look like you have makeup on. So I really love this one so much that I went and bought it in a lighter shade. So this one is fantastic. It does come with a pump. And again, my shade is in Deauville. Another fantastic foundation, this one's a little bit newer to me, is the Makeup Forever HD foundation. This is in the shade 118. I actually need to get 115, I think, because this one's even a little bit too dark for me because I am so fair. Yeah, you can see it is a little bit dark. This is another beautiful luminous finish foundation. I like that it's in the stick form. It's super easy to draw all over your face and get a nice even coverage, build up coverage where you need it. If you have super oily skin, I don't think you will love this because it is quite dewy, but I think it's so beautiful. It doesn't get overly greasy on me, and it just looks really nice on the skin. It kind of blurs out any imperfections that I have. I have not tried the liquid version of this, just the stick form, and I just really like it. I want to get it. I would like to get this in another shade so I can actually wear it with you know, my pale fair skin. I thought that this was actually a good shade, but I must have gotten whiter since I purchased this. The only downside is you can't really mix this with other foundations to get a lighter shade. I mean, you can draw this on and then blend a lighter shade with it, but fantastic. It's very easy to travel with, great for touch-ups, and provides a really beautiful dewy glow. Okay, another one that I have in 3 shades that are all way too dark for me, which I'm having to mix this with a lighter foundation to try to make this work. But this is the Luminous Silk Foundation from Giorgio Armani. This is in 5.5. I have 5.5, 5.75, and 6. I don't know. I forgot to return some of them when I found the right one that worked at the time. So, you know, foundation sagas. So this foundation is fantastic. It is a medium coverage foundation, beautiful luminous glow. I feel like it looks pretty natural on the skin and it lasts a really long time. It's really beautiful. I like it enough that I have it in 3 shades, none of them which I can currently wear, but it's absolutely a beautiful foundation. I haven't tried any other Giorgio Armani foundation, so if you have any recommendations, let me know. And I think the reason the color matching was so difficult is because I didn't understand it. So I think it's a little bit easier now on Sephora's website because they describe what each shade is. And I used to be really, really tan, so these all kind of could work in some sort of way throughout my self-tanning journey. But yeah, I really love this. I feel like it is a pricier foundation, and if you're wanting to splurge, I think this is a great one. If you don't want to spend the money, I think the drugstore ones honestly work just as well and look just as beautiful on the skin. But if you're looking for a luxury product, this is a fantastic foundation and it really gives a beautiful glow. Foundation is one of those things that I don't mind splurging on, because if your skin doesn't look good, it doesn't really matter how great your eyes look, how great your lips look, people are going to notice your skin. So I invest in good foundations because honestly, if my skin looks great, I feel like everything else just ties and looks nice together. So that's that. Okay, the next one is the Kojendo Aqua Foundation. This is another new one to me, and this is in the shade 123. This is a fantastic color match for me, by the way. And this is a really beautiful light to medium coverage, very glowy, luminous, dewy. Those 3 words are going to be used like 1,000 times through this video, but it's beautiful. It's very expensive though. So again, another one of those foundations, if you want to splurge on one, this is not a full coverage foundation. It's not going to cover every pimple or imperfection or a ton of redness, but if you have pretty normal, decent skin, I think you'll really like this. If you like a light to medium coverage, glowy perfection on your face. So again, this is the Burberry Luminous foundation, I think. Luminous Fluid Foundation. This is in Ochre number 20. The packaging is beautiful and it's a stunning, beautiful foundation. Actually, I'm wearing this right now mixed with, I wanted a little bit more fuller coverage. So I actually mixed like 2 drops of the Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundation in number 26 Bisque Medium. So I mixed those 2 together. It gave me a little bit more full coverage, but kept the luminosity of this foundation. This is quite sheer. I'd say this is a light, maybe buildable to medium foundation. With this foundation, I prefer to use a brush versus the Beauty Blender. The Beauty Blender just shears it out too much. But this is another beautiful splurge foundation, and I really, really love it. And last but not least is the Tint Couture Balm by Givenchy. It's their blurring foundation balm. Mine is in the shade number 3 Nude Sand. This is beautiful. It's a great match. It's actually a little bit light for me, surprisingly, but it is so beautiful on the skin. Whatever is in it kind of blurs out your pores, any fine lines, and it just sits beautifully into the skin. Like, it doesn't sit on the skin, it like melts into your skin, and it gives the most beautiful flawless face, and it looks like skin. It doesn't look like you have a ton of makeup on. It's really, really beautiful. It is buildable, so I'd say it's light, medium, and it's a little bit buildable. So this is fantastic. I feel like I'm gonna go through this really fast because I use it so often. This has probably been one of my most used foundation products in the past 2 or 3 months because it's just that good. I really love that. So just kind of a quick recap. If you are looking for a more full coverage foundation, you want it to cover up a lot but still be luminous, I want to go with either the Luminous Silk Foundation. I feel like that's a pretty full coverage one. The NARS Luminous All Day Luminous Skin Foundation, that is very full coverage, very buildable, and very lightweight on the skin, but has amazing coverage. The Rimmel Lasting Finish will last a long time. It's a little bit thicker, but it does give a beautiful glow to the skin, and it is a full coverage. And then last but not least, the Dewy and Smooth by Maybelline. Again, drugstore, inexpensive, gives a beautiful, glowy, luminous, youthful look to the skin, but does a fantastic job of covering, and I feel it lasts all day as well. If you're looking for a light coverage foundation, these are my 4 recommendations. The Makeup Forever HD, it's kind of a medium coverage. It's not super full coverage, but you can kind of apply as needed. It's very easy to use. So this one, you know, I wouldn't say it's super full coverage. It's kind of an in-between product. So the Makeup Forever Ultra HD, the Kojen Do Fantastic Light Coverage, lightweight, the Tint Couture Balm from Givenchy, and then the Burberry one also is another great one if you prefer a lighter coverage, not a full coverage foundation. So I hope that this was helpful. If you have any recommendations, I would love to hear them. All right, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Let me know some of your favorites, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Oh, and don't forget to follow my Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, all of that. It's all Shades of Kassie. It'll be linked down below, as well as popping up on the sides here. I'd love if you guys followed me. I'd also love if you have any recommendations for videos. I hope you guys are having a great day and week, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!